Welcome, everybody, to the final score. I'm your host, Nicholas Marcino, and today we are going to be talking about the NFL Divisional Playoff Round. There are teams in this round specifically that we did not see coming, except for one of us. One of us went dominant. I'm going to be joined by three of my best buds in the whole world. Unfortunately, Chris, the Dolphins fan, will not be able to join us today. He has something going on with work, but I'm still joined by three of the best dudes. And first up, we have DJ, the Raiders fan. Say what's up, DJ.
What up, everybody? Raider Nation all day. You already know.
And next to him, we have Tanner, the Patriots fan. How you doing? Nice shirt.
Thanks, bro. I love the shirt he got me. Look at this. Super Bowl champions. Old shirt. Wish it'd be this year, but not this year. We're hanging in next year.
Patriots beating the Rams. Could watch that Super Bowl again, but I'm not going to. Ben, what's up, you Vikings fan?
Yeah, let's go Rams. Come on, Rams. Let's go Rams.
For those of you who are just tuning into the show, this is a show where we are competing for a jersey by predicting everything. It's going through the Super Bowl. This is how everything is looking so far. Right now, Tanner and I are both tied for first at 165.97, followed by Ben at 164.98. Then Chris at 162.100, and DJ, although he had a massive week, he's still unfortunately at 160 and 102. What do you guys think about these standings thus far?
Kind of bull.
Good. Hey, good job to DJ, bro. He went 5-1. I would have been right there with him, but he just a little smarter than me. That's all it was. But look at DJ, dude. He's out the gate already, 5-1. If we start sniffing paint, huffing some Freon, he might catch up onto us. We may not even know it. So we'll have to see.
There's only 7 games left, so it's not a lot of ground to make up. But it is so tight. I don't like being this close to everybody right now. But with that in mind, let's just go ahead and start these games. First up, we are going to be talking about the number 6 seeded Cleveland Browns heading to the number 1 seeded Kansas City Chiefs. And Tanner, you're going to be breaking down this game for us.
All right, this is probably – I don't know if it's going to be one of the most watched games of the week because there's not that many to watch, however, but I feel like people are going to tune into it. It would be this one. So you have the number 6 team, which is the Browns, taking on the number 1 team, the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, big boy Mahomes. This game could probably be a stupid upset because of what happened last week. The Steelers upset the Steelers, surprisingly, to everyone, me included, that they won. And I think what Ben's been saying all this season, that the Steelers are a fraud. They are not as good as you think they is. And he's probably going to say that about Green Bay. We'll have to see what happens this week. But, you have Patrick Mahomes going out of the season right now, 38 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. You have Baker Mayfield at 26 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. So we don't have to know, but Baker Mayfield played an astounding, amazing game against the Steelers, put up stupid amount of points. I wasn't even watching much of the game, and then I see it was 28-0 at half. I was like, whoa. So this is a different Browns team that we haven't seen before. Browns made the playoffs, I think, for the first time since, since they've been playing with leather helmets or something. Like, it's been a long time since they've been in the playoffs. But there's some notes here I want to read to you guys that kind of about the Chiefs and how you can to pick this game. So the Chiefs haven't played a meaningful game since December 27th. So it'll be about 21 days, 3 weeks. They haven't played a game in 3 weeks. They've just been practicing, relaxing, just doing whatever because at that point, they just already knew they were locked in for number 1 seed. You have Kareem Hunt. He's on the revenge game this one, and the Browns, they don't have a great passing team or, defense. They gave up deep balls, but at the end of the day, here's something I found interesting. You guys know I can almost call myself the statistic man. Anyone know what the statistics are right now for this game?
No clue.
No.
The Chiefs are favored to win 81.3%. 81% favored to win this game. And if that doesn't say anything to you, I don't know. But you know how that is with Vegas. They want to make the odds seem bigger than they are. So in reality, it's probably a 60-40 game, but I'm still going to go with the Chiefs because I think Patrick Mahomes is hungry. He wants to win. They're the number 1 team right now. But if the Browns do upset, I will not be upset.
So just to clarify, you are taking the Chiefs.
I am taking the Chiefs.
All right, very well then. Ben, your pick.
Man, this is this is tough because the Chiefs are so unbalanced on either side of the ball. Their offense is stacked when they want to be. They're usually good for about a half to throw up monster points, but their defense is pretty lackluster. And the Browns, I mean, they're inconsistent. They played the Steelers twice in a row against the backups. They just barely squeaked out a win, and then against the starters, they somehow came out and put up a monster game. But they got most of their points in the first quarter, and then for the rest of the game, were pretty quiet. They were almost lucky to get out of there with that win. Pardon me. You know what? I gotta make big moves if I want to squeak back in the first place. I'm taking the Browns on this one. Do I really think it's gonna happen? I don't know, but I do think they have a shot, and I need to get back in the race. So give me the Browns to win this week against the Chiefs in Arrowhead.
Okay. Well, Patrick Mahomes, he hasn't impressed me this season like he has in previous seasons, or at least the back half of the season, he hasn't impressed me. And I really, really, really don't like it whenever these teams, they sit their players week 17 and then they have a bye, because by the time they get back to playing playoff football, they just don't look the same. Look at Lamar Jackson last year, the NFL MVP, sat out week 17, relaxed, then had the first round bye because they were the number one overall seed, and then just laid an egg whenever it came time to play the, I believe, Buffalo Bills. I really don't like it, and I really liked what I saw from the Browns, at least defensively, but I can't pick the Browns. I have to pick the Chiefs. I want to pick the Browns. I want to get on that hype train, but they're the Super Bowl defending champion right now. I can't go against them. DJ?
Yeah, God, I am just such a salty dog about this season and the freaking Chiefs and having to talk. Everyone talking about Patrick Mahomes and, oh, how great he's doing and whatnot. Man, if I could go to sleep at night knowing that the Browns just took down the Chiefs late in the game or whatever, however the game could come to, and the Browns were to beat them, oh, man, I'd be the happiest ever, but I just don't see it happening, man. I don't. And like Ben was saying, after that 21-0, 28-0 first half performance, the Browns were quiet. And then out of nowhere, Ben Roethlisberger just throwing touchdown after touchdown. And I think that kind of goes to show of like, we've seen, the Chiefs beat teams with 45 seconds. They beat the Raiders, which I'm still salty about. Beat them, with a minute 15 left in the fourth quarter. So when you see that kind of performance going on with the Steelers against the Browns, I mean, hey, even if it's close, we all know you put the ball in Patrick Mahomes' hands, he's going to get it done. And, and I still hate that guy. And the fact with this stupid scrunchy like top head and these Head and Shoulders commercials with Troy Polamalu, it's like a whole trademark thing happening. It just makes me sick. So I wish that the Chiefs would go down, but I know they're not. And I'm 5-1 right now in the playoffs, so I got to be smart to try to, get something, because I'm in last place right now. I'm last place in the standings, but I know I'm number one in our fans' hearts out there. All right, so I'm going with the Chiefs.
All right, very well then. That's going to conclude it for that round of pickings. Up next, we have the number 5 seeded Baltimore Ravens heading to the number 2 seeded Buffalo Bills. And DJ, you're going to break this game down for us.
All right. I can't wait for this matchup. I think it's going to be a hell of a game. You got two QBs on both teams, both sides, that are just absolutely electrifying. They're in talks of Lamar Jackson being the best rusher in the league, and he's not even a running back, and even getting, tipped off on, being a better rusher than Derrick Henry. Lamar Jackson was like, hey, different position, You can't be taking that away from Derrick Henry. But, I mean, hey, it's still kind of a thing. This guy's running up and down the field every game, showing what he does best. And then on the other side for the Bills, you got Josh Allen. This kid has been amazing these past couple seasons. Just, being extremely poised in the pocket and to extend the play, on plays that get broken up. It's been really fun watching them. And both defenses, a little quiet for the Ravens at the beginning of the season, a little bit more dominant for the Bills, throughout the season. But it's going to be a bloodbath. And I love both these teams, both young quarterbacks, both good defenses. It's going to be really hard to determine who's going to pull this one out. But I love John Harbaugh. I love Lamar Jackson. The Ravens, one of my favorite teams to watch right now. So for me, I'm going the Ravens on this one, even though I know the Bills are a great team and they do have a very big chance. But I don't know. I'm pulling for my favorite in this one, and I'm going the Ravens.
Okay. And Tanner, your pick.
This is interesting because it's going to take a little bit more of the techniques that I use to evaluate teams earlier in the season. Listen here, think about it. There's a lot more than just football that affects us, whether we go outside or not. What's the weather going to be like? I think that's a big question on a lot of people's minds. I was looking it up as I was looking at these meeting notes. It actually could be snowing on when they play on Saturday. It could be snowing. 50% chance. 50% chance to snow. That is scary, and they're going to be playing those low temperatures. I have it right here. I'll get it on my phone right here. It is in Buffalo. It is going to be a high of 36 and a low of 30. That is right in there for where it could. And Lamar Jackson has never played in snow. According to the internet, he has never played in snow. And that could be different when you're trying to play a run game instead of a passing game. Because trying to run through the snow, you're not going to do it. But at the end of the day, I'm not super sure. I'm not super confident on this game. The Ravens are favored 51.4% to win, as according to ESPN. That is a very, very small margin. That's definitely within my own personal margin of error. 2% could be anybody's game, but on the chances that it doesn't snow, I'm going to pick the Ravens. However, but if it does snow, I'm going to be a little less confident in that. But I think it's time for Bills Mafia to be over. So give me the Ravens and Lamar Jackson.
Okay. Ben.
Yo, give me the Bills, bro. They're going to put the Ravens to bed. Come on now. Give me the Bills.
Anyone's game.
So Josh Allen has played in the snow, and his record in the snow is, or at least in cold weather, it's 7-5. And I think about what the Lamar Jackson did against the Patriots whenever it was just raining, and how they couldn't even get the run game going. I'm gonna have to stick with Buffalo. So Tanner, this could be the difference maker right here.
Could be.
I'll go Buffalo with this game.
But if it doesn't snow, you guys might be in trouble.
Hey, I gotta say, it's not that warm in Maryland right now, just in the winter, just to let you guys know. So whether or not it's snowing, and I will say this, and it has shown that games that snow, the better rushing team usually prevails because it's all you can't really throw the ball that well. You can't really do much in the cold weather. That ball turns like a freaking rock. So, just throwing it out there. I think this is going to be a good matchup, and we'll see what happens, through all of our picks. But it's going to be a fun game to watch. And I put up this one's for Ray Lewis, baby.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, let's move on to the next round of picks. This is going to be the NFC now. It's the number 6 seeded Los Angeles Rams taking on the number 1 seeded Green Bay Packers. And Ben, I gave you this one for a reason. Have fun, buddy.
All right, man. I don't even know where to begin. I guess I'll just start with the truth right now. Everybody knows Packers are a terrible team. Honestly, the worst number 1 team I've ever seen. From their offense being garbage to their defense being garbage. But now let's not take away from the Rams and how booty cheeks they are right now, except for their defense. Their defense is outstanding. Aaron Donald has a little bit of a rib injury. I think he's expected to play this week. Cooper Kupp also got injured. Drew Wolford, is that his
John
name?
Wolford.
John Wolford. Homeboy got kind of screwed up on the first drive by Jamal Adams last week. Don't know his expectation, but I think they're putting in Goff this week. If they are, that makes me kind of nervous because Goff has kind of been off. But I mean, the Packers, their defense isn't great, but they are playing in Green Bay in cold weather. But you know, Rodgers is playing against something that he hasn't played against all season, and that's a good defense. That's why he's been able to put up all these numbers, is because he's played booty cheeks all season, but now he has a defense where that's gonna cause him some trouble. You know, if Aaron Donald's out there, he's gonna put pressure on Rodgers, and Rodgers, of course, gonna throw the ball away to the sideline like he always does. You know, we got a shutdown corner at Jalen Ramsey. Is he going to shut down Devontae Adams? Who knows? We'll see. Either way, Green Bay sucks, and I'm all Rams this week. Give me the Rams to win in Green Bay. Screw the Packers. Screw Rodgers. You're done for, man. Enjoy the Super Bowl from your couch, you piece of garbage.
You are so brutal. Okay, so I actually rewatched the Rams and Seahawks game last night because I was playing football whenever the game was actually happening, and the Rams won 30-20 against the Seahawks, and I'm like, what the heck happened? Jared Goff just had surgery on his hand. I know he came in, but he lit up the score. He did not. He was bad. He was the liability on the field. John Wolford, he also wasn't impressing me that much. It was just Russell Wilson. He hasn't been cooking in a long time. And while the Rams defense is insane, I got to give it up to the Packers. All they really have to do is stop Cam Akers and then let Jared Goff try and throw, and they'll be fine. DJ?
You know, I just gotta say, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the team, it's not even like there is no discussing who's gonna win or who has a chance when the Packers are playing at home, because the fucking Packers are cheaters. And I'm sorry I dropped the F-bomb there, but
Yes.
I'm very passionate with this. I mean, we all saw that damn Des Bryant catch that he clearly caught and scored to go up against the Packers back in 2017 or 16 or whatever it was. That's why I hate the Packers, not just because of stinky cheese or Rodgers and blah, 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 you know. It's because that when they're playing in Lambeau Field, it's not really a fair game. And, you know, as much as I'd like the Rams to make a statement, I just feel like there's going to be some sort of BS call that's going to prevent them from doing it, or BS calls all day. And also, it's probably snowing in Wisconsin, which that we didn't mention. And, you know, I just feel like that's the advantage for any East Coast team to any West Coast team in California. So it's going to be a charcuterie board for these boys. You know what I'm saying? Not even a slab of cheese. It's going to be a full charcuterie board for the cheeseheads. And, you know, it's not really much of hating the Packers because of it. It's because of hating the damn cheating refs, because I feel like the Rams defense could hold them long enough, but not to pull out the W with the defense. So let's go Packers.
I respect it. I respect all of these opinions. Tanner, make me respect you.
That's a hard
already-
one, man. I'm not a respectable man. Listen, you got the top offense versus the top defense. Actually, maybe I'm respectable, but just talk bad about myself. Anyways, I think the Rams are going to get turned into some lambs. I mean, look, you have the Packers at 65%. So I've already read off 81%. That was the Chiefs. 51% to the Ravens. Not going to read the last one, but the Packers are favored 65% to win over the Rams. I really know Ben wants the Rams to lose. I just don't think the Packers are going to
Rams win.
No, I just don't think the Packers are going to lose this week. They might lose next week though. So, winky face on that one.
We got
But
3 chances.
but give me the Packers. I mean, it's not an easy call for me to make because, but like DJ said, like a lot of things outside of football, weather's going to affect the Ravens and Bills game, and it's going to affect our Packers game here, Rams and Packers. So we just kind of have to leave it up to the universe in disguise and decide. But I'm going with the Packers. I'm comfortable that they'll be able to win, but I'm not super. But if there is an upset, again, I'm not surprised.
Before we switch games, I just want to say just really quick, had Jared Goff not injured his thumb and would have been healthy, I think I would have been more lenient to picking the Rams in this game because of how their defense played. But because his thumb, you just see how much it affected him during the Seahawks game.
I know he's got to lay off,
I gotta say, if Jared Goff had 6 fingers, that he still wouldn't be able to hit the broadside of a barn. To be honest, that's just the quarterback that he is. I mean, I think the team was getting more psyched up because they had the backup that was in there, So
Yeah.
with 6 fingers, still not a chance, and even at Lambeau, still not a chance. But hey. It's going to be a fun game, I think, either way, because Cam Akers actually went off last week. So in the cold, run game and defense is normally the key. So we'll see.
We'll see about that. And this will bring us to our final game of the evening. It's the number 5 seeded Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the number 2 seeded New Orleans Saints. I'll be breaking down this game, but also, did you guys happen to notice that both 6 seeds won, as well as both 5 number 2 as well? Like, it's the exact same numberings, the same seeds.
Interesting.
I don't like where this is going.
Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and break down this game right now because I'm very passionate about this game. It is Tom Brady versus Drew Brees in a NFC South matchup for the 3rd straight time this season. The Buccaneers are currently on a 5-game winning streak. They beat the Vikings, the Falcons twice, the Lions, and Washington football team to get to the 5-game winning streak. The Saints offense finally got Michael Thomas back, and he scored a touchdown. Alvin Kamara scored a touchdown. Alvin Kamara averaged 5 yards a carry during the Bears game. Things were starting to click. Now, they didn't start off fast, but towards the end of the game, it was just getting into the old rhythm. I watched the game on Nickelodeon just a little bit, and let me tell you, I kind of want the slime machines or something artificial, just confetti in the air whenever a team scores a touchdown, because that was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. One of the big issues for the Saints right now is they constantly shoot themselves in the foots with how many penalties they get every game. The Buccaneers, they have so many stars like Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Leonard Fournette, Gronkowski, Cameron Brate, just a whole bunch of dudes on offense. However, and this is going to be the biggest deciding factor for my little breakdown for me, is I'm so sick and tired of these NFL analysts saying it's very difficult to beat a team 3 times in a row. Brady has never lost 3 times to a team in a single season. Well, Tom Brady has never been in the position to. He was in a division with the Dolphins, Bills, and Jets, and hey, that wasn't the hand he picked. It's just what he was dealt, so can't fault him for that. But there has been 32 times that a team will enter a 3rd game against another team that they beat twice and try and complete a hat trick, sweeping them 3 times. The team that had won the previous 2 won 20 times. So out of the 32, they've won 20 times. That's 62.5% chance of sweeping a team 3 times. The last team to successfully complete the 3-game sweep was the 2017 New Orleans Saints over the Carolina Panthers in the wild card round. The last time that a team did not complete this sweep was the 2007 Dallas Cowboys, who lost to the New York Giants, who eventually won the Super Bowl against the New England Patriots. Sorry, Tanner. That speaks wonders. And as much as I think that, this is going to be a closer game, I still have to give it to the New Orleans Saints. I just think that they have their number, and I wouldn't be surprised if Tom Brady did walk out of New Orleans with a win, but at least for this game, I think the Saints are going to extend their season just one more game. And if not, leave it all on the field. DJ, your pick.
I love all that you're saying, and it's been a great season for both the Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A little bit slower start for the Tampa Bay Bucks, and then kind of a slower late season for the Saints. So here they are in the playoffs, ready to battle it out. I love the picture and meme of the both Brady and Drew Brees, like all old men with the beards going head to head against each other. But that's what's so sick about this matchup. It's like you got experience going against experience, and so with that, I think that you got to go with the better defense. And in my opinion, I think it's there it is. You got to do the thing. You gotta get the view on you, Nick. You're gonna say something to get it on your view.
Oh no! Whenever everybody else is picking games, I do it in the collage mode so everybody can see it. Or do you want it bigger? Just really quick. Just be like, here we go. So this is Drew Brees, Tom Brady. History is being made. We had a game on Nick. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. Last week, Sean Payton was slimed by Nickelodeon. I think this week that he's going to get slimed by Tom Brady. And there's going to be a lot of weird talk about Tom Brady being the best, trying to make a shot at the Super Bowl. So that's where I'm going. Sorry, I don't know. I like the Bucs.
Couldn't do it. I couldn't convince you.
I know, okay. I know.
All right, Tanner. Go ahead. Break my heart.
I think everybody already knows, especially walking around with this. You guys already know. Look, now I'm not going to discredit Drew Brees at all. He's an amazing quarterback. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Give me 1 second because I have a special surprise for you guys.
Yes, please.
You know what I was thinking about earlier? What if, because everybody's speculating Drew Brees is going to retire, what if Tom Brady retires as well and steals Brees'
I just got off the phone with Brady right now, and here is the numbers. 4,633 yards completed this season, 40 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. That's a big number. That's a very, very big number. I could go back and call him again, but I don't think the show needs me to. Basically, here's the deal. I'm picking Tom Brady, GOAT, greatest of all time. I would love to see Drew Brees go forward because if he ends the season here and ends it, it would be on a terrible note. But I want to leave it all on the field just like for you, Nick. But if I had to choose one thing, now here's the thing, though. It's favored 53.6%. The Saints are favored above Buccaneers by just a little bit.
Yeah.
DJ says
someone has come.
Well, the nickname for Drew Brees is Breezes, right?
Is it Breezes?
Breezes, yeah.
What the hell would Tom Brady's name? Because
I don't know. He has Tampa Bay.
Christening the descendants of the Buccaneers.
All right.
I'm picking the Buccaneers. But I was going to say about that thing where Brady has never lost 3 times in a single season because he's never been put in a position to. That does make me uneasy a little bit hearing that. So we'll have to see, fake news versus real news. NFL commentators, man, they don't know what they're talking about. All right. And I don't know what I'm talking about either. So pass it off.
All right, Ben.
Man, it's just hitting me right now, bro. If they call Drew Brees Breezes and they call Tom Brady the GOAT, and the GOAT is like it's synonymous with the devil, right? Like goats.
Oh yeah. Well, Yeah.
Like
yeah,
even
go.
looking at your picture right now, it's like Brady with the red, Saints with the gold, bro. It's gonna be a biblical game. Man.
This is the best conspiracy theory I've heard in a long time.
Yeah. Wow.
Tom Brady.
Is this the Holy
Tom Brady
War?
sold his soul.
He did. He sold
Dang,
it.
it is not gonna work out. Man. Yeah, this is a tough one. Tampa Bay has more weapons than the Saints, but it seems like they don't really know how to use them. I know the Saints have a good D line that can get to Brady, and everybody knows
Yep.
to get to Brady, that's when he starts messing up. Man, I want to go Buccaneers. I do. I want to go Buccaneers, but I also want to manifest Breeze having like a good last season. Brady's gonna play next season. We already know. But Breeze, this could be his last one. I don't. This is tough, man. I don't know who to pick, and I'm on the spot.
Just to give you a little bit more time, Tanner, it's a shame that we only get to see these two match up once, most likely in our lifetime. The Super Bowl on your shirt
Saints.
should have been these two.
I know.
So, Ben, you're picking the
Saints.
Saints?
Yeah. The Saints have right now. They don't just have a sweep over the Buccaneers. They have a sweep over the entire NFC South. That has never happened for their franchise before. And to go out losing to an NFC South team after you've beaten the NFC South 6 times so far, that would suck. That would suck big balls. That would be like Jets ball sucking right there. Give me the Saints on this one. I don't feel confident about it, but that'd be cool.
Hey, sorry to interject on this whole thing, but just because I'm picking Tom Brady and the Bucs over the Saints, I still think Antonio Brown is a clown.
You can't forget about that.
Yeah.
You robbed us. Yep.
All right. Well, those are our picks. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Whoever has been watching every single week, thank you guys so much. It really means a lot to us that you are coming and watching us compete for this ultimate prize of a jersey out of my pocket. I'm honestly just having a fun time doing this show with everybody. Also, just a quick rundown of Chris's picks. I know he's picked the Ravens, the Rams, the Saints, and 1 second. And he also picked the Browns. So Browns over Chiefs,
Whoa.
Rams over Packers, Ravens over Bills, and Saints over Buccaneers.
Damn.
So he went with the upset on everything except the Saints.
Except for the Saints, that is correct. So he's picking almost all road
The
teams
Saints are favored? The Saints are favored?
by a field goal.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, 53.6%. The Saints are favored. My personal thing is if it's within 1% or not 1%, 5%. That's my thing. But the Ravens are even closer. They're 51.4. So it's anybody's game. But like I said, weather's going to play a factor in that one.
big time. All right. Well, I think that is going to do it. So thank you guys once again for showing up, having another great week. Looking forward to doing this next week. And that's the final score. Thank you and good night.